Hi everybody, welcome back to Tasty Little Dumpling. We are making Vietnamese tofu soup with garlic chive today. Super light and super comforting dish, and it's super delicious and very easy to make, so I really hope you give this a try. Here we have 1 pound of ground pork. This is 1 bundle of garlic chive. These chives were actually picked from my mom's garden. If you don't have them in your mom's garden, then you can get the garlic chive at pretty much any Asian grocery store. I have 1 package of tofu here. I like to use the firm tofu, but you can absolutely use soft or medium tofu, whichever you prefer. This is mushroom seasoning. I prefer using mushroom seasoning over chicken powder just because I don't like some of the ingredients in chicken powder, but use whichever you prefer. For our aromatics, we have shallots and minced garlic. I am using Himalayan sea salt. You can use just regular sea salt or kosher salt. Those would be great. If you are using regular table salt, make sure to reduce the amount a little bit, otherwise it may be too salty. We have sugar, fish sauce, and a little bit of black pepper. That's it. We are good to go. Let's get started by seasoning and marinating our ground pork. I am adding 1 tablespoon of mushroom seasoning, 1 tablespoon of sugar, half a teaspoon of coarse salt. I have some fresh cracked black pepper. And of course, we'll be using some fish sauce. As I said before, most Vietnamese dishes have fish sauce in one way or another. Let's mix our meat thoroughly. I personally find it best to use my hands with some gloves, preferably. It's faster this way, and it also massages all of the flavors into the meat. I am going to cover up the mixed meat and let it marinate for about 30 minutes. While the meat is marinating, I will prepare the garlic chive and the tofu. The chive will be cut into 1.5 to 2 inches in length. Don't these look so fresh and yummy? For the tofu, all you need to do is cut them into little cubes, whatever size you prefer. I like them in little 3/4 inch cubes. Okay, the meat has been marinating for about 30 minutes. We will get started on assembling the soup right now. First of all, we are going to saute the sliced shallots in about 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil. Give the shallots a chance to really develop their flavors and the aroma, so give them a few minutes. After a couple of minutes, I am going to add the minced garlic. I add the garlic after shallots because garlic burns very easily. And I don't want that to happen, because once the garlic is burned, you really have to start over. Otherwise, the soup will just take on a very burnt flavor, and it's not that pleasant. Trust me, happened before. The shallots and the garlic look perfect right now. You should smell my kitchen. So delicious. This is a perfect time to add the marinated ground pork. Break up the ground pork and give the pork a chance to brown and caramelize on all sides. This will add a lot of flavor to your broth. Alternatively, you can also add the meat after you add the water to the pot. That will keep the broth more clear. A lot of people prefer a very clear broth. If you brown the meat first, the broth will not be as clear, it will be a little bit more cloudy, but I like the flavor better. So do whichever method you prefer. Look at the meat. It has a beautiful brown color, and brown means lots and lots of flavor. Now I will add 8 cups of water. Make sure to scrape off all of the bits and pieces of the bottom of the pot from the shallots and the garlic and the ground pork. That is where all the flavor is. I am going to season the broth with a little bit of sugar and fish sauce. Now it is time to add the chives and the garlic. Now bring the pot to a light boil. The chives will add a lot of flavor and sweetness to your broth. So you don't need to use that much sugar for the soup. Taste test the soup after the chive had a couple minutes to cook and release all of its flavor, and add more sugar if needed at that point of time. Doesn't this look so good? It is super flavorful yet light, so it's a great dish to eat after an eating frenzy weekend or so. Yum. This tastes perfect to me. It is ready to serve. Traditionally, we serve this soup, of course, with some steamed rice. Doesn't almost everything taste better with steamed rice? Wow, this looks so good. I cannot wait to eat it. For tuning in today. I love your support by subscribing to my channel, and don't forget to click the notification bell. I have new videos coming out every Friday. See you guys next Friday then.